On SA Today. Now, let's just turn our focus a little bit on Alexandra, north of Johannesburg, where fire ravaged about 500 shacks yesterday. One man was reported to have died after an alleged assault by community members there in Alexandra. The man was blamed for starting the fire that left over 500 people homeless on Thursday. It's alleged that he set one shack alight. The fire then quickly spread across the Greenville informal settlement. Community members also complained about the late response from emergency services, claiming that the fire could have been controlled. Gift of the Givers teams have been on site in Alexandra, where a massive fire, as we said, has displaced hundreds of people. We talked to Emily Thomas now. She's from Gift of the Givers. Good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for having me, Palisa.
Now, just give us an update. I know you've been there throughout the day. When I called, you were still there. What's the situation like?
Well, this morning when I arrived there, the first thing for me, it felt like I was entering into a graveyard. People were just scratching through the dust and the ashes, trying to salvage whatever was left by this fire. And it was so sad to specifically see the women and the children not knowing what to do and where to start and how to pick up their lives again. It was just a very, very somber situation there.
It is very devastating. As you say, there are women there, there are also children, but you had also held some women. There's also one woman who had given birth yesterday, and some children, took them to a place of safety.
Yeah, when we got there last night, we actually met this woman that was sitting on the pavement with this baby that she'd just given birth to. So we just stepped in and took her to a place of safety at our logistics center in Bramley, though. And from there, we took other ladies into shelter at the nearby recreation center. So we put them in there. And this morning, they were all back to come and see what they could do and how they could rebuild their places.
And the thing is, there's really nothing left to rebuild their shacks, isn't it? Everything went down in fire, their identity documents and everything.
Absolutely everything is gone. And that is why we're appealing to the public that if they want to help, currently the corrugated sheets is probably where we need to start to help these people to rebuild their homes, because also soon it's going to rain and then it's going to cause another crisis for us to face. But if we can start rebuilding their shacks so that they can move back into them, that will help a great deal. But also other things like blankets, mattresses, pots, pans, whatever people can contribute to help these people rebuild their homes will be much appreciated.
All right. And we were reporting yesterday that some did not want to leave the place, saying that they've got some little things that are also left there. But some were taken to community hall.
Yeah, look, some people are always like that. Whatever you've got little, you're going to look after it. You can't leave it and tomorrow you come back and there's nothing. So people cling to their possessions, and we've learned that over the years of working in disaster. There is some people that will move to the place of safety, but other people would just like to stay and just look after their little possessions that is there.
Yeah, and earlier today, Gauteng Premier David Makura visited the area and of course promised that government will, try to come on board and make sure that they rebuild the shacks before Christmas. What was the response like?
Well, the response was accepted gladly, though, but currently they don't need the houses before Christmas. They need their homes rebuilt right now as we speak, because, like I said, already with the rains coming and people want to move on with their lives, that is why it's important for us to just help these people to rebuild as soon as possible.
All right, so you're looking for corrugated irons from people who would love to donate?
Corrugated irons, blankets, mattresses, any household utensils they can think of will be greatly accepted by these people.
And how do people go about donating?
People can actually go to our Gift of the Givers Logistics Center at number 22 Orchard Road, which is in Bramley, or they can come on site because we've actually erected like a distribution center where since this morning we have been feeding people a hot meal, giving out clothes, starting with some of the distributions already to these people.
But have people started donating?
Yeah, definitely. South Africa's people are awesome. They always got that spirit of Ubuntu and wanting to help other people within them. And we've had quite a great response from people just coming in there, bringing clothes, bringing shoes, bringing blankets. It's awesome.
But how many people, all in all, are we talking about? How many people are affected? Is it mostly women? Is it women and children? And from your observations?
Well, it's a mixture of people. It's men and women, but the most vulnerable is obviously the women and children, because at this camp is women that is single, and for them it is much more difficult to restart their lives at this moment. And so that is the people that we want to assist as soon as possible.
All right, Emily, we'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for coming through. Emily Thomas from the Gift of the Givers. If you'd love to make your donation, please get in touch with them. And I suppose via your website as well, they can donate. All right, what's the website?
It's www.giftofthegivers.org.
All right, well, there you have the website. Please do make your donations that can be of assistance to the people of Alexandra.